I could just grab some wings, just fly, just get away,
Yeah, all alone in this world, baby, I feel like I'm friendless. My burden tremendous, my struggle is endless. I wish I could end this pain that I feel. Now take a look through my lenses.
We here for, man, it's Renaissance Music, Pure Profit. I'm here with my nigga Finesse.
You know what I mean? We here to promote this new mixtape that we got right here.
The Come Up.
What made you guys really want to name the mixtape The Come Up?
Well,
and what's the meaning behind it? I don't mean to interrupt, but what's the meaning behind it?
Well, basically, right now I'm at the point in my career as far as like doing this music thing. I'm not just doing it for fun anymore. I'm actually trying to do it to actually make, you know, some sort of progress with it. You know what I mean? It feels like when we first started, actually we just wanted to make music. And it's like now we want to actually do more than just make music. It's bigger than just music. We're looking beyond and just making songs. We actually want to see some sort of like revenue and actually take Renaissance music to a whole nother level. That's why we decided to call it The Come Up. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like, you at that point where you really were ready to come up, and that's what this mixtape embodies. It talks about real life, day-to-day struggles, just things that we go through on a regular basis.
Okay, so Profit, man, when did you actually really start taking this music thing real serious?
I really just started rapping. You know what I mean? Like, I messed around with rap before every now and then, like, you know, try to do a rhyme or two. You know, you be locked up, fucked up, ain't got nothing to do. You might write a rhyme or two, but I never really took it serious. I say around, like, probably been rapping around a solid 3 years.
Right.
A solid 2.5, 3 years. You know, like, really taking it serious.
Okay. Now, Finesse, minus, you know, your surroundings and people, you know that you can rap.
Right.
You know, what would you say really make you want to start doing music?
Man. Actually, it's a long story, but I'm not even gonna get into that whole story. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna say is, like, more or less, it was the people behind me that kind of pushed me. They saw it in me before I even saw it in myself. You know what I mean? I had like a lot of people telling me, like, yo, you can do it, you can do it. I believe in you, I see it in you, and I think that if you pursue it, you can be good at it. So, you know, I guess it was just other people that made me want to really start doing music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been a fan of music, period. Hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So it was only natural that I used to hang around people that rap and they made music. So, like, it's like anything else you do in life. It's like if you hang around people that play basketball, chances are you're gonna pick up a ball one day. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like that.
Okay, I want you to talk a little bit more about Renaissance music.
Right.
You know, like, what's Renaissance music, and then what makes it, you know, the movement,
right,
a lot different from others that's going on out here.
Me personally, I feel like Renaissance music just embodies change. It embodies something different. You know, me personally, you know, I was a fan of rap before I really started rapping. So I just try to make music that's true to myself. You know, music that I feel like that the people would like. You know, music that I feel like would take hip hop itself into not necessarily a different area, but more so refresh what hip hop already is. You know what I mean? Because everything's about change. Music is about change, progress.
As far as like Renaissance music, like the word Renaissance means, you know, a rebirth, a transformation. So, you know, like, just listen to a lot of the music that's going on. I wasn't a fan of it, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like it was just too much of the same thing. People, you know, riding the same wave, no originality, you know what I mean? And so basically we just decided, you know, Renaissance, transformation, we wanted to transform music, you know what I'm saying? And take it to that next level. And, you know, take it to that new millennium, that new era, and actually just do things differently. We pride ourselves on being different, you know what I mean? Like, when everybody's making that snap music, we said we're gonna keep it real, we're gonna do what we do, this is us.
Okay.
At the end of the day, we're not trying to change, we're not trying to be nothing else, we're just us, we do what we do, and that's it.
Okay. Now, as artists, right, what really inspires you guys to write? You know, where do you guys get your inspiration from?
Man, I think my inspiration just comes from life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just things I see on a day-to-day basis, man. Things that I've experienced. And I'm naturally not an outspoken person, so like music gives me an outlet. You know what I mean? It helps me like kind of like, you know, let people see like where I'm coming from and express my thoughts, my feelings without feeling like I'm gonna be judged for it. You know what I mean? Because like, usually when you say things a lot of times and you too like honest, people tend not to like you. But like in music, it's okay to be honest. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to, you know, just put your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and everything you go through out there. Because whether you believe it or not, it's like people going through the same thing you're going through. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times, like, people feel the same way you feel, go through the same problems, same struggles, same issues. So that's basically what we do.
Prophet, what about you? What's your inspiration?
Me personally, just like he said, basically, because I like to draw from my soul. You know, I find myself like when I write music, I just let it be organic. Like I find myself whatever I might be, how I might be feeling that day. Like I might wake up and I might just be going through some shit, you know, and I might you know, grab one of the beats that, you know, I feel like will compliment how I feel during the day, and I just do my thing to relax, and I just go in. I draw from my feelings.
Right.
Okay. I draw from my feelings, you know,
Now,
when I do music.
As far as like originality aside, you know, let's put, you know, being original aside.
Right.
Like, who would you say, like, would you really compare yourself to in the rap game? Like,
compare myself to. I've heard a little bit, you know, here and there. Like, you know, I get a lot of comparisons to Nas. I hear that a lot. Sometimes people say like they hear a little bit of Jay-Z in me. You know what I'm saying? Not to toot my own horn or nothing like that, but you know, Nas, Jay. That's basically it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you can take it back. You, like a lot of people say, like I remind them of like the days when, you know, Wu-Tang, when they, you know what I'm saying, like a little bit of Raekwon, a little bit of that. But like I said, man, like I grew up on 90s hip hop, you know what I'm saying, East Coast rap, you feel me? So, I mean, you liable to, liable to compare me to a lot of people, like if you hear my music, but at the same time, it's like you can't really just pinpoint one person when you hear me and say he sounds just like him, you know what I'm saying? You can hear like different influences from a lot of different people.
Pure, what about you, man?
Oh, you know, I sound like Pure Profit, baby.
Okay. If you were to get the
Right.
come up right now, like, what would you expect, you know?
I mean, as far as the sound, it's like we complement each other. Like we give you two different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Like when I rap and when he raps, he talks about things and the way he sees it. I talk about things the way I see it. You know what I mean? And as far as like the sound, like I would just say like we got hard beats. You know what I mean? It's nothing like we don't. It's not too many flutes and all that happy shit going on, man. We just keep it straightforward.
Keep it hood, keep it street. Can't go wrong.
Zoom in. Get a closer look. That's how real niggas
Supposed to look. Yeah.
Okay, so now, as far as the project now,
Right.
like what, as far as like producers, artists, like who, you know, who helped bring the project together? You know?
Well, I say like 90% of the project is just me and Pure Profit. That's it.
98.
98.
9.9.
Okay, yeah. We have a few features here and there. Like we got like we got Young Fletcher on like 1 or 2 tracks. Who else? I got Malachi on 1 track, and B-Boy and D Wood. So that's about it. Everything else is just me and him.
Okay. Now, as far as like the project itself, you know, back again to the project, like, what are your expectations? Like, what do you expect to gain from this project? Like, how would you expect, or can you expect people to get from the project if, you know, if they were to get it and listen to it? Like, what are your goals?
I mean, just respect, period. You know what I mean? Just respect our artistry and the craft. Like, it's real hip hop. It's not like, there's no gimmicks involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not trying to, you know what I mean? We're not with everything else that's going on, we just doing us. It's like, there's no gimmicks. Like, it's the real deal. Like, when you hear us rap, you know it's real. Like, it's coming from a real place. It's honesty, sincerity, all that. You hear it. You know
Yeah, me personally, I just wanted to, basically, I just wanted to feel a sense of accomplishment, you know, because, you know, I was just out living my day-to-day, doing my day-to-day thing, and I was just, me personally, I felt like, yo, I haven't really had anything I could touch, tangible, see, hear, listen, feel, taste, nothing that I felt like I'd accomplished, you know, all the other material shit that it was really starting to get old. So, to me personally, I felt a sense of accomplishment, and, you know, just like you said, respect, man, when people hear it, you could hear us in the music. And I just want you to just respect it and listen to it.
In other words, y'all hungry, huh?
Yeah, starving.
You hear it, man. You hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can tell by the flow that we ain't playing around, man. Niggas is ready.
And that actually puts me into my next question, right?
Right.
Being that you guys are really hungry right now, you know, you sound like y'all hungry. But, you know, like, as far as with the rap, it's a lot of artists out here, man.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of different sounds, you know,
Right,
a lot of different
right.
artists. You know, I pretty much say, like, the bar is, like,
Set high.
set high. A little bit high. So,
Right.
being that you guys want to come in the rap game,
Right.
you know, how do you guys expect to do that and be dominant at the same time? You know, what are your strategies?
You wanna get this one, or you want me to answer this one?
Nah, I feel like talent, you know, talent and hustle, man. Because at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. Talent and hustle. You know, hustle more than anything, because you can have halfway talent, hustle your ass off,
Right.
and get what you came to get. But more so, I just feel like it's talent and hustle, man.
Right.
Talent and hustle. You know, like they say, I feel like just staying true to myself, because everybody has their own story, but at the end of the day, it's a million people that done went through what you've been through. So as far as I feel like if you just stay true to yourself, man, not get caught in the hype and the gimmicks and just be you, I feel like you'll succeed, because it got to be a million people that feel the same way you feel if you're true to yourself.
Okay, what about you, Finesse?
I mean, I just think it's like my passion for it, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Period. I mean, like, when I wake up, I think music. When I go to sleep, I think music. You know what I'm saying? Like, throughout a lot of situations I've been through, it seems like the only thing that's remained constant throughout my life is my love for music. You know what I'm saying? So I think that right there, just having that drive and that passion for doing music, it keeps me going. Like, when other people, you know, some people just do this as a fad, or that it was a phase that they going through. Like, I really do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, early in the morning, late at night. You know what I mean? Like, when I first started making music, when I first started rapping, I would stay up to 3, 4 in the morning just coming up with, like I'm saying, just trying to get my weight up, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's not just like something that I'm just doing just to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real with me, like, when it comes to this music thing, I feel passionate about it. So, I think that right there is going to take me a long way, not to mention, you know, I will say I got a lot of talent. I'm just saying that, but I feel like I'm talented and I can compete with the best, you know what I mean? And, you know, that's it, like.
Okay, now, being that, you know, Carolina as a whole, or, you know, let's just bring that a little bit more. Greensboro, let's say, you know, it's not really a hotbed for a lot of artists, you know, out here. You know, so, like, what is your feel? What is your intake on, like, the, you know, like, the local music scene?
I mean,
you know?
I think,
and
man.
what can you do to change it?
Man, if you hot, you hot. Like, Pittsburgh wasn't popping until Wiz Khalifa came. You know what I mean? Atlanta wasn't popping until one point till somebody came.
Okay.
If you hot, you hot. Like,
Right.
bottom line, you know what I'm saying? Oakland wasn't popping till Too Short came. Like, if you hot, you hot. You know what I'm saying? The world's gonna catch on to it. I feel like, me personally.
Man, honestly, I've always said, like, North Carolina has a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Period, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of potential.
I think just the lack of camaraderie between artists is, like, what's kind of, like, keeping us, you know, back. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's it, man. Like, just if people would work together more and, you know, kind of embrace each other and kind of, like, help each other more, and it wasn't so cutthroat, I think we'd be a lot further ahead than we are. Because, like, it's undeniable. You can't look at North Carolina and say they don't have talent. Well, there's no talent there. There's a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of rappers, seen a slew of producers. It's like, for me, I just think, like, just lack of camaraderie, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we start embracing each other and actually start working together, we get a lot more accomplished, man. So,
speaking of camaraderie, like, who out here would you say, like, you won't mind working with, or, you know, like, would really have appreciation for as far as music-wise?
First and foremost, man, you know, my man right here, this is it. Like, for me, this is what I'm rocking
Yeah.
with. But,
you know,
if I was to, like, actually extend my hand and reach out to somebody else, I mean, it's a few artists that I like. I like Cash. Like my homie Plus. Who else? Calico Nice. There's a few of them. I mean, but that's it. That's where the buck stops. I'm not really, you know, like, I mean, I'm willing to work with anybody as long as they willing to work with me, man. Like, I'm gonna put it like that, man. Like, if you're passionate about what you do, and you're not just doing it just to do it, but you actually have a passion for it, I'm willing to work with you, man. So.
Now, as far as, like, with Renaissance music and the whole movement, like, what do y'all see ourselves within 5 years from now? You know?
Filthy rich, baby.
Okay.
Nah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the goal at the end of the day. I don't know, just on top, period. You know
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, on our way.
Yeah, I think on top is like, I think, you know, if we keep doing what we're doing and keep, you know, working the way we're working and just stay consistent, stay headstrong, and not listen to what other people have to say about what we're doing, and like I said, just stay focused, I think we'll be on top sooner than later.
Okay. Describe yourself in one word, if you could. Like, as far as, like, I don't know if it's music-wise, as, you know, as a person or whatever.
Right.
Like,
if I could use one word to describe myself and my music, I would say eclectic. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you get
Can't spell that.
Come on, son. don't put me on blast, but I would say eclectic because it's like, with my music, you have so I'm like multifaceted. It's dynamic. You know what I'm saying? You see like so many different sides of me, and even though like it's so diverse, it all seems cohesive when you hear it. You know what I mean? It seems like it's one project, it's one sound, one style, but it's just many layers to it. You know what I mean? That's why I would describe my music. You know what I mean?
What about you, Prophet?
Yeah, one word.
Yeah.
Real, I guess, gritty. Cause I just try to put myself out there, man. I just try to get a world me.
Alright, we know we in the studios, we writing our rhymes,
right.
we doing everything we need to do to produce a great product.
Right.
What are we doing to make that product successful?
Yeah, me personally, I felt like at first I felt like with the music, like all you had to do was be hot, be a real nigga, but it's other shit. I mean, that's how I personally felt. Cause I haven't been rapping a long time to understand that. And me personally, my mind was focused on getting the music together. You know what I'm saying? But now that I feel like I wouldn't necessarily say I got a stronghold on it, but I feel like I'm pretty good at making music now that that's said and done with. Now all the other things come into place. For like you said, the internet, the passing out CDs, the showcases, just the grind to get the music out there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like the come up was a good title to the title, the mixtape, because at that point in time that's what it is.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Alright, as men, we know our word is born regardless.
Right.
So this is Renaissance. Let's put ourselves out there.
Right.
Where are we going to be at the end of 2012?
I mean, where am I going to be at the end of 2012?
No, this is what we doing. This is where we going to be 2012.
I mean, like I said, like when it's all said and done, I said for this year, I want to set realistic goals, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to say 2012, I'm going to be at the top of the rap game, you know what I'm saying? Which is, I'm not saying which is like,
impossible.
It's impossible, but I mean, I'm going to take baby steps. I'm going to say when it's all said and done, man, my goal right now is to win the NC Music Award, like Underground Music Award, you know what I'm saying? For either Artist of the Year or, whatever, be nominated or win something, period. You know what I'm saying? That's my first goal. And like make Renaissance music even more relevant right now in this area. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to take over your you know what I'm saying, your region first before you can take over anything
and that's
else.
what I ain't talking about nothing unrealistic. I'm talking about that, exactly that.
Exactly that. That's what it is.
And we're going to strive, and that's what we're going to get.
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah, I want Renaissance music to be what's hot, period. Like, that's it. Because if you hot around where you at, it's easy to go other places, do other things, and talk to other people because people know, like, okay, where they from, they somebody. So regardless if I take hold to them or put them where they want to be, somebody will. You know what I'm saying?
So I think like when it's all said and done, I said 2012, mixtape of the year, best artist of the year, hopefully video of the year, just the hottest niggas of the year, man. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? That shit on shut. You know
That's what it is.
It's Renaissance music, man.
Pure Profit.
Come up.
To come up.
Know what it is. Check it out.
Word live.
I'm saying.
Brooklyn. That was it.
Gotta take note to the feds and the knocks in the plain clothes, hustle hard to the death. That's just how the saying goes. I'm trying to survive while lusting for Range Rover. Can't blame those as fate. That's just how the game goes. I can't fold, you know what I came for. I learned how to sling dope from the old heads with cane goes. I'm a sin away from hell, a self from an indictment. Nightmares of a cell around murderers and lifers. They wanna